Fellow graduates, congratulations. Shout hallelujah!
Today is a day to celebrate. It has been a long journey. Some of you started this journey many years ago, not even knowing how long it would take you to get to this day. For others, the start of this seminary journey seems like yesterday.
For those of us who have lived on campus, it's hard to believe that it was 4 years ago that we gathered for the first time, sitting in an awkward circle in the basement of Wiedemann as we saw each other for the first time, eyeing each other out, trying to figure out who these people. I remember Danielle Miller had massive hoop earrings. She still sports them. I thought, who's that girl?
Or you may think back on the first time you set foot in the Kroeze Memorial Library, not knowing that it would quickly become your second home.
Or you might remember the time before this building opened, our first year for many of us, as you tried to find a seat in crowded night classes over in the chapel classroom.
But wherever you started the journey, the road has been long, full of twists and turns, construction sites and detours. This road has taken all of us to unexpected places with beautiful vistas along the way.
Along that road, nature may have taken its toll, much like what happens to Lincoln Drive on days like today when it rains heavily. During your journey, you may have had joys and sorrows in your personal lives. Many of us have experienced great change in our lives over these years that has brought sorrow or joy. Some of you have had the joy of bringing new life into the world. Some of you have experienced the pain of losing a loved one. Some of us have dealt with unexpected illness, and some of us have committed ourselves to sharing our lives with a partner.
Along the road, it is very likely that you have hit some potholes. It is Philadelphia, after all. For you, this pothole may have been an unexpected requirement from this institution or the denomination to which you belong, and then had to scramble to fulfill that unexpected requirement. Or the pothole may have been the falling through of support you had counted on.
Along the way, you may have found that the road was simply dug up. We can say confidently that each and every one of us at some point during our journey in seminary has simply had our faith dug up. These can be dug up by new ideas or different perspectives or challenges from professors or classmates. And like Germantown Avenue, when it's being dug up, it's very difficult, but then we can be thankful when it's rebuilt because it's then stronger and better able to carry us along the journey.
Along the way, you may have encountered a detour, forcing you to go a different way. This may have been set up by an institution. Or maybe this whole thinking about God thing, in other words, theology, has forced you to take a different route. Maybe this has caused your journey to be a bit longer or troublesome, and maybe there's been a lot of traffic. But whatever detours we've encountered, we've made it here today.
Erika, have you ever tried to use an out-of-date map to
And-
try to get where you're going?
And how?
Well, when I've tried to do that, I got really lost. Thank goodness for these newfangled GPS devices. Perhaps you have tried to use a map that, unbeknownst to you, was out of date and caused you to get lost or stuck. Maybe you came to LTSP with parts of your faith or sense of call that hadn't changed much since your Sunday school days. But hopefully being here has helped you to better navigate the journey of faith.
Along the way, the road may have led you to unfamiliar places. These may have been places that were frightening in their unfamiliarity, but they also may have been places that were breathtaking in their beauty. Some of these unfamiliar places may have been issues of diversity with which we are continually challenged. They may have been liturgies that were done in ways unlike anything we had ever seen before. Many people have been sent to places all over the world.
Indeed, we can say that our experiences have been truly global. Yes, the journey has been long and challenging, and it may have been hard to recognize Christ through the challenges. And as we were thinking of this journey of faith, we couldn't help but think of the story in Luke about the disciples walking along the long journey to Emmaus. They had difficulty making sense of all the things that had just happened until a stranger came near and went along with them. They did not recognize that this stranger was Jesus walking in their very midst.
So it is with us, that stranger Christ has continually met us along the way and walked with us through the twists and turns, in joy and in sorrow. We know that the journey is not over today, and that we will still encounter nature's interruptions, the potholes, the construction sites, detours, out-of-date maps, and unfamiliar places. But we know that whatever happens along the way, Jesus will continue to be with us through it all.
May God bless the roads that take us from this place.
And the people we meet